So it'll be Chicago off the tip. To the paint. And that one's good, Ayton.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
Inside. And stolen by Ayton. James looking around. Pass to Ayton. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. And the rejection by Giannis. And Westbrook throws it down home.
Westbrook has tremendous elevation for a guard. So athletic, and not only does he get high up in the air, he's strong while he's up there.
To the inside. And stolen by Ayton. Outside Westbrook. Into the lane.
Boy, that raw explosiveness of Westbrook fully on display there. When he sees the lane, he gets to it hard and fast.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game. And so Westbrook makes them both.
Extremely reliable. When he steps up to the line, you just kind of expect him to knock him down.
Abdul-Jabbar outside. No good on the three. It's been a quick start here for Chicago. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy.
Substitution on the court.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Green deciding where to go with it. For three, Roy. Ellis wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jerry West. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Chicago.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly. Hey, it was a good look, one he normally capitalizes on.
Here's West. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And 1:01 left to play in the first. It's West with the drive. Back to Smith. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now here's Green. Roy from outside. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Here's Chicago. 15 points in a row. A good run right now. Here's West. And the dunk by West.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
With 4 seconds on the clock. And the dunk by Embiid.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
And so it's Chicago, taking a 19-point lead into the break. A look at the... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there. Well, I like the determination and the hustle. This guy leaves it all out there every time he's between the lines.
Dunking the ball is just second nature for Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
And here's Edwards from the arc. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Chicago leading by 18. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Here's Pippen. Stolen by Jackson.
You know, sometimes you can't overpass. I thought he had a chance to just go up with it there.
And once the acceleration from Murray hits you, he's gone.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for Chicago. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. It's Pippen with the drive. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Tipped away. And stolen by Ayton. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Chicago leading by 16. Here's Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
Boy, that time Russell Westbrook going for the spectacular with a little extra pizzazz.
Outside Hill. Pass to Ayton. On the wing, Murray. And the rejection by James. To Murray. 5 to shoot. And here is Ayton. Back to Murray. And a missed layup. So in Chicago now, it's an 18-point game. SGA into the lane.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drive, something to admire.
And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but James...
Now this requires elite-level athleticism. Murray just floating.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And slam dunk by SGA.
One of the quickest players in the league. Once Gilgeous-Alexander gets a step on him, it's over. Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Driving inside. Up again. Kicks it out to LeBron. Screen by James. Lock at 6. Goes back up. Rebound by Grant Hill.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
To the left wing. Outside Edwards. Launches a 3. Outside Jackson. Back to Ayton. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Aiden's specialties.
And Westbrook, here we go. Basket good. Westbrook's got 4 this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And so it's Chicago, closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. New Orleans trails by 20. Here's Levine. And Levine throws it down.
Don't sleep on this young guy's athleticism. Levine can get up with the best of them.
To the middle. Here's Embiid. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And guys, one of the emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows or help ball.
And the jam by Levine.
Levine, an outstanding athlete. He's got a tremendous burst to the hoop.
Down low. There's Embiid. Buries it down low. And Chicago leads by 18.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Well, Greg, we know at his feet, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
Ellis on the double team. Back to our test. 4 on the shot clock. Good D by Embiid. And Zoelis will bring it up for Chicago. They lead by 20. It's the most we've seen. And stolen by Miller. Our test with the ball. Picked up by Ellis. Out to Miller. Right side, our test. Back to Miller. 4 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And he gets the bucket. Ayton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
I love the confidence. And Ayton knows he must continue to hone his jumper, especially shooting it off the catch.
With intent. Explosive finish.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Outside for our test. Back to Ayton. Pulls up on the wing. And it's our test missing. Chicago leading by 20. To the inside. There's Embiid. And it's good for 2. Embiid's got 6.
Love the confidence from Joel. He gets the ball and knows exactly what he's going to do with it before he gets it.
Outside for our test. Over Ellis. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
Got a decent look at it, but sometimes the shot just doesn't go down.
Pass to Embiid. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
Here's Miller. Right wing. Ayton wide open. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
Letting him have that from mid-range. The defense dodged the bullet there.
Westbrook with the drive. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing, but also...
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
And so it's Chicago, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. Their defense has been active and effective. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And here is West. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it. Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
And LeBron throws it down hard.
LeBron showing you how he does it. A stylish flush by King James.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Chicago making a switch here. Chicago leading by 23. Diving in. Whoa, what a finish!
Big game thus far for Westbrook offensively. Not a surprise coming from him, but he is clearly amped up in this one.
LeBron, that's a two-pointer, and it's sent back by Bosh.
Could not sneak that one past the defender. That's excellent rim protection.
And again, New Orleans has no up.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Back to Ayton. It's rebounded by New Orleans. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Corner shot. Ingram. Great positioning on the putback.
You must keep Ingram off that glass because, you know, once he retrieves that offensive rebound, he's looking to score.
Second shot opportunity. Pippen, no luck.
Really good shot contest there. It made it tough for the shooter.
Didn't think that was going to go in. Roy's got 6 in the quarter.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
When your defense is challenged like that, you need guys to rise to the occasion.
Free throw good, Westbrook.
And one thing about Westbrook, he does not have a quiet presence. You know he's out there at every moment, and his production speaks volumes.
Here's Green. And Embiid with the block.
You gotta go up stronger than that, or he's gonna turn you away.
Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Pass to Embiid. Ingram with the steal. Here's Bosh. And Chris Bosh with the slam.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
Westbrook wide open. He fires. Makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Westbrook remains active, trying to find different ways to score. He's got a lot of avenues to pursue as a scorer. He is an offensive juggernaut.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
51 seconds left in the game. For 3, Westbrook. Abdul-Jabbar grabs the miss. Green with the ball. Now defended by Embiid.
And Embiid protecting the rim, using that 7-foot frame, big fella.
Here's Bosh. Oh, the slam dunk. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Now James. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And Chicago leads by 20.
You know, I love a lot about Westbrook's game, but one of the things I like most is he's one of the best rebounders in the league, regardless of position. And he may be the best rebounding guard in the league.
Westbrook misses the deep three. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw.
sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. Joining me courtside tonight, Greg Anthony and Tim Legler. So New York wins the tip. Now Black driving the lane out to the right wing. Here's Gugliotta, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Here's Westbrook, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And this team encourages Westbrook to look to score inside. You can see why with these results.
To the paint. Here's Brown. And Brown throws it down hard.
Great work in that pick and roll. He knows how to execute off these sets.
Westbrook drives in. And it's blocked by Brown. New York moving it around. Westbrook with the steal. Fires from 18. And he nails the jumper. Westbrook's got his second bucket.
The quick thinking of Westbrook, sensing separation and electing to go right up with it.
Black to the right side. 5 on the clock. Screen by Smith. Here's Black. Some solid defense from 8.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Pass to Westbrook. And the dunk by Westbrook.
Ooh, what a burst of energy from Westbrook. He can just fly when he wants to.
Stolen by Westbrook. He drives in, and Westbrook throws it down hard.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Now, here's Westbrook. 8 points for him.
And the defense should know Westbrook will not back down. He goes right into the defender and gets a chance for an and one.
That's good from Westbrook. New York trails by 7. Green drives in. And Mourning throws it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Chicago. And Craig, you watch Jalen Green. So much upside potential.
Yeah, he can be streaky, but one of the most combustible scorers in the league. When he's on, he can take over single-handedly.
Here's Green. Westbrook with the block.
Boy, Westbrook is explosive in everything he does.
It's West with the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Now, here's Westbrook. After Jalen Green's miss, now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Driving inside. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And one thing about Westbrook, he does not have a quiet presence. You know he's out there at every moment, and his production speaks volumes.
And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
Here's Black. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Westbrook drives in and finished off by Westbrook.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no sign of letting up.
Yeah, they've just been the better team. They've been more aggressive, which is why they hold a double-digit lead.
Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for Chicago, going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Chicago?
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
And their ball pressure has been a major story in this one. Their ability to create turnovers and then turn that into offense. What a huge difference that has made.
Payne for three. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Chicago leading by 11. Pippen with the wide open look. Hands it from downtown. Pippen's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Chicago. Here's Black. Payne for three. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Left side, SGA. Odom. Here's SGA. Black grabs the board. Here's New York. They trail by 14. Shoots the three. New York, no good that time either.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
And you talk about physical dominance. Thanks for tuning in. And this Wednesday, 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. And Virginia Beach starts out with the ball. Westbrook with it. It's Aldridge, high post. Bosh, no one around him. Bangs home the trifecta.
And Bosh proving he has the range. The D has to take him seriously from outside.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Westbrook with the block.
What a job for the defense right there. Protect the rim with some big-time force.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
Well, sometimes when you've got size, your release point is so high that you're going to get a good look no matter what.
And it turns out it's going to be a foul. He was hoping for a clean block, but the officials felt otherwise, so we'll see some free throws here. Chicago shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And what I love about Giannis, yeah, he's a superstar, an MVP, a champion, but best of all, Giannis is an incredible ambassador for the game.
Westbrook with the steal. It's tipped. On up the court. And the dunk by LeBron.
LeBron James leaves no doubt about that one. Punches it home as soon as he gets the opportunity.
Here's Westbrook. Westbrook with the block.
And that block was all about timing, making sure he didn't foul while also protecting the rim. And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Ayton with it. And Bosh picks him up defensively. Here's Pippen. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Aldridge is straight. Over in the corner, Edwards. Pass to Giannis. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Clock at 6. Back to Antetokounmpo. And it's Ayton missing. Here's Virginia Beach with the ball. Outside Edwards. Pass to Bosh. And stolen by James. Driving to the basket. And James throws it down.
You could see in LeBron's eyes, he would not be denied on that drive.
Bosh. And the dunk by Bosh.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortment knack for getting inside.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Bosh with the bucket.
Just a very solid jumper for a guy his size. Bosh has worked so hard on his mechanics.
Now here's Westbrook. Here's Ayton. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
The outstanding pass. The open man just has to catch it and score.
It's Edwards on the wing. Still scoreless. Outside Westbrook. To the middle. Here's Bosh. And Chris Bosh with the slam.
If a teammate's open in the painted area, you give him the basketball. Those are high.
You suck, bro. You suck so bad.
For Chris Bosh. He has been
I don't even know what to do with the ball.
He finishes with 9
You're a
points in
scrub.
the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. Right back. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how Virginia Beach is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game.
You suck, I said, bro.
Executed.
What
You're a
terrific
scrub.
work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And just knows where to go. Embiid positioning himself perfectly to get the putback.
Curry way outside. The offensive rebound. And good that time.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination so impressive.
Here's West. Virginia Beach pulls it in.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Yeah, just a tremendous job drawing that contact and still getting it to go. Great concentration.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Virginia Beach.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Left side, Simons. Out to the right wing. Virginia Beach needs to get off a shot here. And it's Gordon missing. And so it's West with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Trailing by 2. Over in the corner, Ellis. And stolen by Aldridge. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. There's the triple. And again, it's Virginia Beach missing. Chicago with the ball. West outside. To the paint. Here's Embiid. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
And look at how well Aldridge utilizes his size, reaching out and just batting away the shot. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
Good scrub.
Gets it to go.
Excellent pass. You love seeing the unselfishness.
Aldridge's screen. Shoots from 14. Rebounded by Odom. Chicago trailing here. To the left wing. Here's Smith. Pass to Embiid.
Good scrub.
Embiid throws it down.
And seeing a guy as big as Embiid being so fluid in terms of his movement, jaw-dropping.
Embiid with the steal. Fast break, here they come. A pull-up with the second effort.
Good scrub.
By Embiid.
Looming large on the interior. Embiid, hard to deny.
McDaniels outside. Buries the long-range
Good
jumper.
scrub. Good scrub so bad.
McDaniels got 5 points in the quarter.
Gets the ball and takes that shot. It's that simple.
Down low. Smith. Embiid wide open. Chicago now working with the new shot clock. Kicks it out to Ellis. Outside Odom. Chicago needs to get off a shot here.
Scrub.
And Embiid throws it down.
And how about Odom facilitating the shooter there, not holding the ball or forcing his own shot.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Scrub.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Virginia Beach leads by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And Chicago has possession. It's a 1-point game. Here comes LeBron.
Scrub.
Big with the dunk right over LaMarcus Aldridge.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little extra on that one.
Westbrook, no good. And here is James. He's got 6. Kick out to Giannis.
Scrub.
And Giannis pulling it down.
Giannis will take on any defender. Nice finish that time.
it's Westbrook with the try.
Scrub.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. The kick out to LeBron. No good on the triple.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger. Always a nice option to have Aldridge with you on the break. The big man can do some damage on the go.
Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Here's Pippen. Here's Westbrook. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Now, here's Westbrook. Scoreless thus far. In the corner, it's Gordon.
Scrub.
By Pippen.
Yeah, get a timeout, Scrub.
Pippen sees the play develop and then the perfect timing on the block.
Now a timeout called by Virginia.
You don't got no game at all. This is basketball, not football. Running around like a scrub ass nigga.
Gone by in this half. 4 on the shot clock. And again, it's Virginia Beach missing. Chicago leading. Here's Odom. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge.
Oh, folks, that's a big-time denial. And rim protection is preeminently important.
Now Embiid. 10 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by Gordon. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Virginia Beach. Here's Gordon. Outside Westbrook. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. To the inside. And the dunk by Odom.
Getting to the rim with ease. Lamar Odom, the lefty, with the finish.
And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Scrub.
Goodness, never gets old watching athleticism on display. Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
Inside, Gordon. Chicago grabs the miss. Pass to Ayton. Outside, SGA. And they'll get another chance. Tries again. Fantastic job inside by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now, this is his bread and butter, folks. SGA lives inside the painted area.
1 second separating the shot clock and game.
You don't even know what to do, Scrub.
And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, a lot of options out of that pick and roll. Very tough to stop that action.
Bye-bye.
Here's SGA. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a
You a scrub.
team. Incredible.
The third quarter comes to a close. In Chicago, they lead by 5. And after a quick break, we're going to... Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Virginia Beach trails by 5. Pass to Aldridge. Three-pointer. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Thurman. Back to Westbrook. And stolen by Simon. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And a miss there on the triple. Chicago leading by 5. Here's James.
Scrub.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
And that one misses.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Westbrook with it. Pass to Gordon. Looks for Bosch. Gets it to him. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen by Gordon. Aldridge left side. And here's Bosch for three.
About time you do something, Scrub.
An elite scorer. Bosch can be the man, a guy you go to every trip down the floor.
And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. And here's Edwards. Edwards slashing in. Layup no good. Chicago leading by 3. James looking it over. Smith fires. Oh, the dunk.
Scrub. You a scrub.
There. James doing a great job breaking down the defense.
Now a timeout called by Virginia Beach. Chicago making a switch here. Virginia Beach trails by 5. Al Gordon lets it go from 14. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. James. And it's blocked by Gordon.
Did you see Gordon get up for that? He was athletic.
Aaron Gordon in a big moment, unafraid to deliver. How pretty is that?
Here's Ayton. Stolen by Bosch. To tie it up. Cleared away by Ayton.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Scrub.
There is no question Antetokounmpo is a star in this league. This team trusts him to make the big shot.
1:11 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Now here's Westbrook. All sorts of time. It's in. His shot is pure.
And not a stranger to the bright lights. Bosch, cool as a cucumber on that one.
Screen by Giannis. West inside. Ayton's lays it in off the window.
He is a great kid. I'd love to see this from Ayton, stepping up in the big moment, letting his talent take over.
Outside Gordon. And he does not hit. And an intentional foul right there.
Scrub.
And now to the side to
Scrub. I missed it.
And he was the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he ends up making the second, and that increases their lead to 6.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
And that's an intentional foul.
You lost, buddy.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
You know, so much hype around Ayton. Has that rare
You a scrub.
combination of NBA-ready.
I don't even know why you play. It's okay, buddy.
And upside.
Now a timeout called by Virginia Beach.
Told you this is basketball, not football.
They're
Running
down
around.
by 8. Guys, your thoughts?
Some call them wins and lessons. Coach not wasting any time making his point.
Well, maybe not his time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
And so it's Chicago winning this one. Even early on.
You don't have to play basketball. You run too much.
And it makes a big difference.
You don't got one player.
To really
You're playing crazy basketball.
You never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.